Hello everyone, it's your girl Asia from the Romance Fango channel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing my first season 1 review for Avatar Last Airbender. I've just now got into Avatar Last Airbender. Like, I've never watched this show before, and I just heard like it's just one of those top shows from Nickelodeon's, peak era. So I figured I just might as well just go ahead and get on the train and just see what this show was really given that everyone likes about it so much. Is it overrated? Is it actually a good show? Does it deserve to be in the conversation for greatest cartoons of all time? And I will say, just for what I saw so far, I can't really give my opinion on do I feel like it should be in the conversation just yet because I just watched the first season, so I need to see more. I will say the first season of Avatar is okay. I know some people might be like, "Oh, how can you say it's just okay?" The reason I'm gonna say it's just okay because I feel like it took them forever to get to the North Pole, and I just feel like up until they got to the North Pole to where Aang and Katara could master waterbending, it just felt like many adventures, and it got to a point where I feel like it was kind of dragging a little bit to where it kind of made me like red light green light to stop watching, to where it's like, okay, I'll watch another episode and then I'm probably done. But when I got to like episode 17 where they did something where they finally were reaching the North Pole and everything like that, I figure why not just finish the season. And I will say those last like 3 episodes, like episodes, no, yeah, 19, no, 18, 19, and 20, those last 3 episodes were some of the best shit I've ever seen in a cartoon. Not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Like, that part 1 and part 2 finale for Avatar season 1 was really good. Like, I'm really gonna say, I think the best thing in season 1 so far to me was really Prince Zuko. Like, Prince Zuko and the whole Fire Nation, and like understanding Aang's like backstory, where he's coming from as the Avatar. I feel like all of that was really, really interesting to me. I want to see more from Katara. Like, I want to see her break into her own when it comes to being a badass, because I can see her being a badass, but I want to see more. Like, I want to see more of her getting her own arc instead of always being there for Aang. And when it comes to her and Aang being in a relationship, how people are crazy over them, I need to see more when it comes to her and Aang. At the moment, it just feels like that Aang is in love with her and she doesn't really see him that way, or she doesn't really look at him that way. Not the way he looks at her. So I don't know if down the line that might change, but I do know as of right now, in this moment where I stand, I can't necessarily say that I ship them because I need to see more. Soko is really annoying. I don't know if he does anything to like really make me interested in his character in this show. As for the moment, he just feels like the third wheel for these adventures. He just is Katara's like older brother. Honestly, I could do without Suko. He's just annoying. He feel like he a know it all. He feel like he know everything. He's so damn controlling. And not only that, he's a goddamn simp. Like, every bitch, if there was a girl, because I don't want to say bitch, but if there was a woman where they were at, if they would go for a little pit stop, he literally would fall for that girl. And it's just like, okay, for instance, with the princess in the last 3 episodes, he fell for her after one conversation, and then got mad when she wasn't interested in him. And then when she told him the reason why she couldn't was because she's a princess and she's engaged to be married, he got even more mad. Which I'm not even going to sit here and pretend like he didn't have a reason to be mad. It's because, she was flirting with him and giving him attention, even though she knew she had a ring on her finger, even though she knew she was engaged to get married. But it's like, at the end of the day, Suko, you barely knew this girl, and yet you're coming to her trying to plan your whole, like, you trying to plan a future with her, when it's like, hold on. You don't even know this girl all like that, so why is you so quick to try to tell her what your future could look like with her? Like, Suko, relax a little bit. And yes, the guy that the princess planned on marrying in the future was a piece of shit. He was like toxic masculinity, alpha dog bullshit. I could understand why Suko wants to put him in his place, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, you really knew this girl to have feelings for her, and yet to try to put the guy that she's engaged to in his place. Like, You feel me? It's just, it is what it is. So that's how I look at it, like as of that. So hold on, I'm sorry guys, I'm texting my boyfriend. But like, yeah, I can do without Soko. Like I said, he's kind of annoying. I really do fuck with Aang. I feel like Aang, when he Aang is really like a sweet, innocent kid. Can he be mature at times? Yes, but at the day, you guys have to remember that when he was frozen, he was like still a child. So it makes sense for him to still have that child mentality now that he's completely unfrozen. And it's like since he's been like frozen for like a million years, it kind of makes sense for him to like be out of touch with the world and be so like happy go lucky with it. I really, really fuck with Prince Zuko's whole arc. Like I can already see what they're about to do with him, and I'm already fucking with it. Like I love characters and TV shows, whether it's like teen drama or just anything like business shows. If it's a kid who has to feel like they have to work for their parents' love, or they feel like they might be a disgrace to their family's name. So I'm already know I'm finna fuck with Prince Zuko's whole arc because so far from season 1 and 2, he's been given like, the whole reason he even joined the Fire Nation was to get his father's love and respect and his appeal, and to know that he's done everything in his way to like get his father's love and it's never worked. He just feel like he's wasting his time. But I feel like with Prince Zuko, what do you need your father loves for when you have your uncle? Your uncle has always took care of you, watched over you. He's been here for you this whole time. Whether or whether or not he has agreed with any of your choices and your decisions, he's been loyal to you while your father doesn't give two fucks about you. So I can already see what they're about to do with Prince Zuko, and I'm telling y'all right now, I'm going to fuck with this storyline completely. Because as I just watched that first episode of season 2, it's already going out with a bang. Like, I can already tell I'm about to fuck with his arc really bad. And his sister, I already know she's going to be a badass villain in season 2. I know it. I absolutely know it. I know she's going to give what needs to be give. Like, I already know. Like, I can feel it. Like, season 2 to me feel like it's about to blow season 1 out of the water. Because, like I said, season 1 was okay for Avatar. Because, like I said, up until those last 3 episodes, everything kind of felt like filler. Everything felt like mini adventures. And, like I said, it kind of, because of that feeling, it made me like red light, green light with the first season. Like, not wanting to watch more than a couple episodes because it's like, okay, at this point, I was ready for them to reach the North Pole, and I just feel like it took them a really long time to just really get there. So once they finally did reach the North Pole to where Aang and Katara could master waterbending, I was really fucking excited because it's like finally now we're getting back to what's important. But there are some episodes. But there are some episodes in season 1 that I did like, of course, like the first 4 episodes I really liked, right? I love, actually no, episodes episodes 1 through 12 were really good. I really enjoyed Jet, and I really enjoyed the Storm. Like, I really liked Jet being that character that they showed once who has beef with the Fire Nation. I love the Storm episode, like getting more depth and more of a background on who the Fire Nation is. I feel like everything after 12 felt like a filler up until they reached the North Pole in episode 18. It just felt like filler until they reached the North Pole after episode um 12 to me. So I will say the first episode of season 2 definitely has been giving, it definitely gave me like, oh yeah, season 2 definitely for the blow season 1 out of the water. Again, this is my first time watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, so I'm allowed to have my opinion if I feel like the first season didn't necessarily like feel as good to me. I'm not saying it was a bad season, but I'm saying this simply, and I'm gonna keep it 100. Had I been watching this on TV when it was airing, I don't think I would have finished the show because of how much filler it was in the first season. But I feel like since I'm binge watching it, I can get through it because there's no commercial breaks, there's no ads. Had I been watching this on TV, like on Nick at the time, I honestly gonna keep it 100. I don't think I would have finished the show because season 1 definitely had a lot of filler up until they got to the North Pole, for sure. Like, had I been watching this in 2005 when it came out, I honestly can say I don't think I would have finished watching the show because season 1 just had a lot of filler to it. And it was like some episodes were storyline based and then some just felt completely flat. That's just my opinion. But that's really all I have to say for this video today. I really enjoyed the first season a lot for what it was. Like I said at the end of the day, it wasn't all that good of it. Like, not saying it was bad, it was just filler. Like, that's what I just mean. Like, it was just a lot of filler. Like I said, I really love Aang. I want to see more from Katara because I love her as I like I said, season 1 just felt like it had a lot of filler. Like I said, I really fuck with Aang. I really can't wait to see him master more elements of the world and see him grow into being a full avatar. I want to see more from Katara because, like I said, I love what her arc is. You know, trying to grow to be a badass woman. I can feel it and I want to see more from her. Don't really care for Zuko. I want them to do more with his characters to where he is not such like so annoying to where he wants to tell everybody else what to do. So I hope they find him something to do for this series. And I really fuck with Prince Zuko. Like, the whole Fire Nation definitely has my attention. Like, I definitely want more. And to know that Zuko's sister is about to be like the villain in season 2, I'm more hooked than ever. So when I can possibly finish the second season, I'm going to be back on here as fast as I can to tell you guys what my thoughts are about season 2. But as far as season 1 is concerned, season 1 for the first season was an okay start. It didn't need to be razzle dazzle. It didn't have to be that. I understand, this is 2005. They were doing their best with this show. I will say what the first season was, it was okay. Like, it wasn't bad when it came to introducing characters in the Fire Nation and the Waterbenders. Great. Not bad. I was okay with it. But like I said, this is my review for it. And I figure since I already knocked this first season out of the water, I'm wrapping up season 7 right now for Big Mouth. Once I'm done with that, I'm just going to talk about season 7 and season 6 for Big Mouth. Honestly, you know what? Fuck season 6 for Big Mouth. It's not worthy of me talking about it. There's nothing good about Big Mouth season 6 at all. It was a horrible season. So you just hear me talk about season 7 once I'm done with it. How about that? And then we're going to just focus on me doing episode reviews for Degrassi seasons 12 through 14. Catch you guys later.